Hey, I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with a brand new Martin guitar, the GPCE Inception Maple. It's a completely new guitar just released for the 2024 NAMM show and has a lot of things going on that are new for Martin, and really not just for Martin, but new for acoustic guitars in general. So as you may be able to tell, the GPCE Inception is based on Martin's Grand Performance body style. That's what the GP stands for. The CE is for Cutaway Electric, and the GP body in itself is one of the newer body styles that Martin offers. Of course, many of Martin's traditional body styles go back a century or more, but this, which is kind of a small jumbo grand auditorium type body, is really a very modern kind of a body style. Of course, it does have the cutaway, and overall the guitar feels like a very modern Martin guitar, but it's also built and constructed in some very interesting ways. So for starters, the entire guitar is built with sustainably harvested materials. It's got an FSC-certified European spruce top, and the back and sides are primarily built with a maple for the sides, and on the back you can see it has a three-piece back that may be familiar to many of you from, of course, Martin's famous D35 and other Style 35 instruments. The center wedge in that back is made from walnut, and walnut is also used for the neck of the guitar, as well as the fingerboard and the bridge. And so really the entire instrument is built with non-tropical woods, and in the case of the walnut and the maple, from wood that grows in North America. Of course, Martin has had other models built with FSC certified and responsibly grown and sustainably harvested woods for a long time. This kind of takes it a little bit of a step further, especially the walnut neck. To me is a very cool aspect of this, using that rather than mahogany, which would be the most common choice for necks on a steel string guitar. The most radical aspect of the GPCE Inception is what Martin calls skeletonized scallop bracing, and that of course is on the inside. You can see it if you peek right in here through the sound hole. Essentially what this means is that the bracing, which ultimately follows a standard X pattern inside the guitar, has some material removed and some openings cut into it, I believe done with a laser. And what that does is it removes weight from the braces, it changes the way they flex, and Martin also says that it affects the airflow of the guitar on the inside of the guitar, which of course has an impact on how the sound sort of comes out of the instrument and out of the sound hole and the top. So very interesting and kind of a radical modification to what's fundamentally a traditional bracing pattern, this skeletonized bracing, which is not just on the X braces. We can see it on the cross brace up here under the fingerboard, and it's something that I've seen certain small custom guitar makers experiment with in the past, but I've never seen it on a sort of production environment instrument such as this, and it's a very cool thing for Martin to get into. And I have to say the instrument is lightweight, particularly considering the fact that it includes a pickup system, and that's another very cool thing. It has LR Baggs Anthem electronics in it, which of course is the top-of-the-line system that LR Baggs offers, primarily as an aftermarket system, though it is occasionally used by stock guitars as well, such as this. And of course the Anthem uses a undersaddle pickup and an internal microphone and a very clever crossover system that sort of distributes which frequencies get reproduced by which pickup or microphone inside. Output is through Martin's standard battery box that we've seen on other systems on here before, with a 1/4-inch jack and a separate strap pin on here. So some other specs about the guitar: we have Martin's standard high-performance taper neck. It's got a width of 1 3/4 inches at the nut. That is also familiar. And one thing that I find really cool about this walnut neck is that because the fingerboard is also walnut, it almost looks like it's one piece. If you look at it very closely, you can see where the grain changes just slightly from where it goes from the neck into the fingerboard. But it almost looks, when you're casually looking at it, as if it is one piece, the fingerboard and the neck. The bridge I already mentioned is also walnut. I think it's quite attractive, particularly with this sunburst finish. And I should also mention the guitar has a very thin new satin finish on here. So again, that is likely to help the guitar vibrate and possibly also contribute to the lightweight of the guitar. Rather than relying on a lot of pearl or abalone or plastic, Martin chose primarily wood for the appointments of the guitar too. On the fingerboard, we have what Martin calls an arrow design, and that is inlaid with a maple. Really kind of pops out nicely from the walnut fingerboard. Standard kind of a 2-ring black and white rosette. Walnut is also used for the binding of the body with black and white purfling on the inside. So a lot of walnut around it, and it really kind of works well together organically, and it really is nicely offset with the maple and the shaded sunburst finish on the back and sides. So I've had a little time to play with this GPCE Inception, and I'm really quite impressed by the sort of large dynamic range, the versatility of the instrument. I had a rehearsal with my duet partner and Peghead instructor Doug Young yesterday, and used this guitar for a bit in the context of an acoustic fingerstyle duet for the most part. And we both really noticed the volume that the guitar produced. I actually had to play it a little bit softer sometimes so that we'd have even volumes, both playing fingerstyle and also strumming. And as you probably heard in the intro to this, just kind of playing open chords, the guitar does have that traditional kind of Martin tonality fundamentally, the real kind of focused, balanced sound that's really great. But I'm also really finding that it's just super responsive and balanced for playing fingerstyle. I'm now in DADGAD tuning, and even if I'm playing super soft, there's just a lot of complexity to the sound, and I can really control with my picking hand how loud I want to play the guitar. Or if I play some more forceful fingerstyle. So really a fun guitar to play. It puts the player in control over a lot of the dynamics and the tonality of the guitar. I'm still in DADGAD here. If I'm really strumming it, again, just a lot of power, really impressive volume being put out by this guitar, especially considering the complexity that it also offered when I was playing it super soft, playing fingerstyle. So this really is super interesting, fun guitar to play, very forward-thinking from the use of non-tropical, sustainably harvested and grown materials. The skeletonized bracing, which really I think has the potential to create a completely new tonality for Martin, and all put into this very contemporary feeling package that I think also looks really great. So definitely a guitar to check out. There may be other models in this similar concept down the road. For now, the GPCE Inception Maple is the first one to introduce all these different contexts, and it's just being released now, and they'll be at Martin dealers very soon. I'm going to go out out and show you what the guitar sounds like plugged into our Loudbox Mini Charge amplifier. I have used the Bax Anthem system in several of my own guitars for many years. I find it's a great system, very flexible, and it certainly sounds great in this guitar as well. So not only is it a dynamic, versatile acoustic instrument, also has these state-of-the-art, sort of top-of-the-line LR Bax electronics included right from the start. So my name is Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation. I hope you come back here for more of our gear demos. And if you are seeing this on YouTube, consider coming over to pegheadnation.com. Check out not just our gear demos, but also all of our lessons for guitars and lots of other stringed and fretted instruments as well. So we hope to welcome you there. I'll go out playing plugged into the Fishman amplifier here, and we'll see you very soon.